Hi, I'm Amy and welcome to my channel where you can learn how to rewire your mind and become the most secure version of yourself. This is video number 1 in a 5-video series which is going to be going through each attachment style and how to heal it. Okay, so I've been asked quite a few times over the last few weeks how to actually ascertain what your attachment style is. So I thought I'd make this quick series so that you know what your attachment style is and so that you can work on healing it. Okay, so I'm just going to dive in with this video and go through where attachment styles actually come from, what the attachment styles are, and what I believe are the 6 main components that make up an attachment style. Okay, so where do attachment styles come from? So they are formed at a very young age. They are learned from caregivers and they are learned as a defense mechanism in childhood. So we adopt attachment styles as a way to survive in childhood. Okay. The attachment styles, we have 4 attachment styles. Number 1 is anxious preoccupied. Number 2 is fearful avoidance, sometimes referred to as disorganized attachment. Number 3 is dismissive avoidant, and number 4 is securely attached. Okay, so what components make up these attachment styles? Now, these are really important because these are going to give you the answers to what you need to target within and heal within so that you can move the needle towards secure, which gives you the best chance of attracting a relationship that's a match to you. Okay, so what are the 6 main components? Number 1 is core wounds. So what are core wounds? I just want to clarify what they are. So your core wound is what is at the root of what these fearful thoughts are, what your self-doubt is coming from, and where these disempowering beliefs and mind chat is coming from. So for example, if you have a belief that you're not pretty enough, underneath that is a belief that you're not enough. So I'm not enough is the core wound, and that I'm not pretty enough is what is being manifested from that belief. Okay. Number 2 is your needs and relationship expectations. So if you have a lot of my partner should do this, or my partner shouldn't do this, or my partner should read my mind, then those are what your needs and relationship expectations are. And it's okay to have expectations in a relationship as long as those needs and expectations are communicated in a way that that person has the best chance of meeting them. And what that does then is brings you into a harmonious space where you're getting along fine and everybody's getting their needs met. Number 3 is emotional patterns. So when you really begin to observe what your belief and behaviour patterns are, you will notice that there's emotional patterns there as well, which I'll go into in further videos of what your emotional patterns will be according to what your attachment style is. Your communication patterns, so how you deal with conflict, how you communicate what your needs and boundaries are. And number 6 is what your behavioural coping strategies are. So for example, if you're triggered, you might deactivate and watch Netflix for hours. So that would be a behavioural coping strategy. Okay, so why is it important to know what your attachment style is, and what are the benefits to healing what your attachment style is? So my main benefit for me when I was healing my attachment style is that I knew what my core wounds were based on what my attachment style was. So the people that I've spoken to and the range of people within all 4 different attachment styles generally fall under the same core wounds, core beliefs, behaviours and behaviour strategies and styles of communication. Okay, so by knowing what my attachment style was, I was then able to identify my core wounds a lot quicker so that I could reprogram them quite quickly and of course moved the needle to secure. So it gives you a more targeted approach rather than trying to sort of dig and see where your core wounds are and what they are. It gives you kind of a head start, I suppose, into knowing that, because I am dismissive avoidant, these are what my core wounds are likely to be. I'll be trapped, I'm unsafe. So that was a real big benefit to me. You will feel safer in relationships. The more you program these fears and these core wounds, you will start to feel safer in relationships. You will have the mind chatter reduced. So any self-doubt that you've got will reduce and your self-esteem will increase. You can go into relationships with love instead of fear. So the more you heal your fear of abandonment, the more likely you are to sort of drop the defenses in relationships and really develop a lot more intimacy in relationships. You can release any baggage that you've got from childhood or from prior relationships, and you can develop more intimacy in the relationships that you do have, whether that's romantic relationship or friendship or with your parents. So that is my quick introduction to what the series is going to be about. If you are interested in knowing what your attachment style is and what core wounds to target and how to heal it, then please like this video and subscribe to this channel. And I will put the next video out, which is going to be for anxious preoccupied. So please tune in and I will see you in the next video.